It is a beautiful day for baseball in Tampa, Florida. About 15 minutes ago, not so good here in Taos, New Mexico. But the wind has come up and blown all the rain clouds away, and now the rain clouds are trying to come back. When we first got here, it was looked like rain, and we thought we were going to get rain and lightning and everything. But actually, Mike, this is Gene Morris with Mike Mays, and Mike, this turned out to be pretty nice afternoon.
We're actually in pretty good shape right now. I'm hoping we're not just in between storms, but the stuff that was coming in, and we got here about just a little over an hour ago, and I didn't think we had a prayer of getting this game off, but actually we're in pretty good shape right now. Good temperature, not a ton of wind. Little cloudy. We'll keep an eye on that, but we're ready to go here. And we are here at Taos. I have no idea the name of this field, but we are here in Taos, and this is the regular season finale of the Los Alamos Hilltopper baseball team. So we're everybody's on the field, or we're just about ready to go.
Yeah, I think so. And the first opening up for Los Alamos, who will the visiting team, it'll be Caden Thornton, who is in center field. He'll be followed by Ty Swavely, who is in left field, and then Grant Watkins, a left-handed batter, and he will be at third base. And then the cleanup hitter for Los Alamos will be the shortstop, Taylor Drake. And what's the battery we have here for Los Alamos, Mike?
Well, for the toppers today, Carson Dixon's going to be behind the plate. And on the mound today, Diego Rodriguez gets the start for the Toppers. Toppers coming to this game, Gene, 17-7 overall. They were 11-0 in district. They clinched the district title last weekend in a knocking off the Moriarty Pintos. So Toppers wanting to close out and then see how they end up in the seating and selection committee meeting. It's coming up on Sunday.
So on the mound is Mike Cruz. He is a senior, and the first pitch is going to be low and outside. And Mike, I can't see the scoreboard. Unbelievable.
I think it's the first time this season we've had any trouble with that. But
although that looked awfully good, that pitch by Mike, that came down. I mean, it looked like it was right at the knees, but the count now goes to 0-2. So, or 2-0 actually. And there's a line drive down to third base. That's gonna get by the third baseman and out into left field, and sliding into second, and a throw down to second. That's overthrown, and so now Caden Thornton is taken off for third base, rounds the base, starts to come home, decides not to. So I thought that should have been caught by the third baseman. The ball went right to AJ Abeda, but got by him.
Yeah, really didn't have to move very much, but just was not able to get the glove up in time. That deflected off of, looked like his webbing. It kind of went into that caddy corner, and going over to second was Kate Thornton. A throw over to second for I have no idea. Wouldn't even have been close. Goes out into right field, and Caden goes to third. I think he can have a chance to make it home if he wanted to.
Yeah, I thought he was going to try. Ty Swavely at the plate for Los Alamos, called strike on the outside corner. Wow. That outside corner stretches out quite a ways. But anyway, so swing and miss by Ty. So Ty goes down swinging. So that's one away here in the top of the first inning. We're runner on third for Los Alamos. That's Caden Thornton. And Mike, we're going to look like Grant Watkins is coming to the plate. He's left-handed batter. His first pitch is the ball. Grant Watkins. And he can hit that ball. I'm telling you, he is a senior. A lot of seniors on this baseball team.
That was going to be inside, and I think that grazed him.
Yeah, that did. That got him. So just looked like it got him just above the knee in the thigh. So Grant goes down to first. He's hit by the pitch.
So Toppers first and third here, one away in the top of the first inning. And that is going to bring to the plate Taylor Drake. And if you're expecting Taylor to pitch, well, usually he does, but playing shortstop today is Taylor.
And there's a first pitch is fouled off down toward the first base dugout. Diego Rodriguez is he's going to pitch today. And I think we saw Diego come in and kind of in relief here in one of the ball games, but this is the first time we've seen Diego start. But Mike Cruz on the mound for the Tigers, the Taos Tigers. Jeremiah Gonzalez behind the plate. But the Hilltoppers right now have runners on first and third, one away here in the top of the first inning. Well, he tried to take something off of that pitch, and it actually floated on him. Kind of went up. Instead of coming down, it went up. And Taylor Drake, a high fly ball out into left field. And that's going to be, and the Hilltoppers are going to tag up. So after the high fly ball out into left field, pulled in there by the Tigers, Mike. And so very wisely, of course, Caden Thornton tags up, and he comes in to score. And right now Grant Watkins, he just stayed there at first base, so there's two away. And
I was going to bring up Diego Rodriguez, right-handed batter. He's the number 5 batter in the top of our order. 2 down here for Los Alamos. Watkins still on first. And the first pitch is, I believe that was a called strike. So 0-1 the count. Nice breaking ball, and going on the pitch was Watkins. He's going to get there easily. That was it. Well, he picked the right pitch to go on, Gene. Yes, that was a big, slow curve. There's actually pretty good pitch, but catcher picked it up. He had no chance to throw him out whatsoever.
I mean, diving into second base that time was Grant Watkins, and he dove in, and boy, I couldn't believe the dust cloud he made. But Diego at the plate, he's the pitcher. Hilltoppers up 1-0, runner on second, 2 away. There's a foul ball, and that's going to come right next to us. Bingo.
Yeah, they have a really nice concession stand, although it's made out of look like corrugated aluminum, and it's really nice, and it's not open.
Yeah, what a surprise. So 2 away. Here at the top of the first, Hilltoppers up by 1. Now that pitch is going to go way high. The count right now looks like 2-2. So 2-2 is the count to the number 5 batter for Los Alamos, Diego Rodriguez. Grant Watkins on second swing, fouled up. It could be in play. And is it? Are they going to bring it down?
They apparently hit the ground. Nobody's moving, but it looks like it's going to be foul. We're not in the best position to see right down the right field line, but 3 Taos Tigers converging on the ball, and none of them got there. Yeah. The second baseman actually had the best chance, but he had a long way to run. That is Dom Chacon. Looked like he had an angle, but I think he just couldn't quite get there.
So Grant looked like he was going to take off. The count right now should be
full count,
right? Yes.
And that another breaking ball there from Cruz. That did not miss by much.
Ground ball right through the shortstop out into left field. And Grant Watkins is going to hold at third base, but scooping it up right away was Hunter Tafoya. Hunter Tafoya out there in left field. And it was just a hard pitch. I mean, it went right through the gap between the shortstop and the second base, and hard hit ball. But Tafoya got to Tafoya and it got to Hunter in a hurry. So he just brought it in. So the Hilltoppers now, and at the plate for the Hilltoppers right now is Carson Dixon. He is the catcher, and he flies out.
So that'll end the inning. So Toppers do draw first blood here. That's my favorite saying, by the way. The Toppers do draw first blood here in the top of the first inning. They score a 1 run on 2 hits, 1 Taos error, and and 2 left on base for the Toppers, but they're going to go up 1-0 heading into the bottom of the first inning. And we're going to get a look at starting pitcher Diego Rodriguez for Los Alamos. Like Gene said, that we've seen Diego a couple of times in relief this season. We have not seen him start a ball game. We'll see if that's we'll see what that is. Diego's got a good fastball, and he can he has a change of pace off of that. So solid pitcher, but like I said, we don't see him starting things off very often. See if that's psychologically it's a little different than one would think it is.
Yeah. You want to set the defense for Los Alamos?
Absolutely. So Zach Gonzalez playing first base today, and Maddox Martinez at second. The shortstop is Tyler Drake, Grant Watkins at third, Ty Swavely in left field, Caden Thornton in the middle in center, and Charles Steinkamp is in right field. The catcher, Carson Dixon, and of course, Diego is pitching. He gets the call on the mound today for the Taos. I'm sorry, I almost said it wrong. For the Taos Tigers.
Tigers.
They are going to send to the plate Jalen Montano. He is a center fielder. He's going to lead things off for the Tigers. And then he'll be followed by Mateo Chavez. He is the right fielder. Anthony Martinez is the shortstop. And if any of those gentlemen get on base, that'll bring up Lucas Montoya. He's a cleanup batter, and he is also the first baseman. So Diego Rodriguez digging in, trying to get his feet all set up there on the mound. And
yeah, we're ready to go here, Mike. So here comes Jalen Montano, and he is the center fielder for the Taos Tigers. And so he's the first batter is going to face Diego Rodriguez. And Diego coming to the plate for Los Alamos. He's a junior. And so Diego ready. And that first pitch, and it's right down to third base, picked up by Grant Watkins. Nice throw to first in time. Boy, beautiful play by Grant Watkins that time. It just kind of went out toward a little to the second base side of third base, and so Grant just charged it, scooped it up on one bounce. Nice throw to first as he got it over to Zach Gonzalez, and so the first batter, Jalen, grounds out through third base, and that'll bring up Mike Mateo Chavez. He's the right fielder, and there's one away here in the bottom of the first inning.
Chavez, left-handed batter, takes a big swing, couple of fastballs immediately from Diego, and he is up 0-2 on Mateo Chavez. And wow, Chavez way late on that one, Gene.
That's 3 pitches. Wow. So that does that. 2 away. So the Hilltoppers retire the first 2 batters. They lead in this ball game 1-0 as they poured 1 run in. Are not able to. They left 2 on base. We're not able to get them in. But coming to the plate now is their shortstop, Anthony Martinez. So, and kind of a little inside, brushed him back a little bit. But anyways, he gets called the ball. Anthony Martinez, a senior for the Taos Tigers. And so right now the count is 2-0. So way ahead. Anthony Martinez way ahead of Diego right now. There's fouled off down toward the left field line.
I pulled that one pretty good. That one way foul, but got quite a bit of that one. Just kind of yanked it. Martinez, number 3 batter.
This one gets away from Carson Dixon, but he just lets it go. Count is 3-1. He just lets it go, and then they'll have one of the coaches has to run this one down. I thought they made oh boy, beautiful on the outside corner. Wow.
Nice pitch from Diego. Took a little something off of that, but yeah, I was like, why is the coach going after that? You know, the guy that's getting ready to bat is the one that needs to go get it.
There's a foul ball, and that's going to go a fly ball out into right field, into left field, and just foul. I mean, just foul, way out there. And
Yeah, that was just about a foot, maybe 2 feet foul, but fortunate for the Toppers because out there in left, Tice Waverly, he wasn't going to get there.
No, he wasn't. So Anthony Martinez still at the plate, full count. And 2 away. Diego with the pitch. This one's fouled off. Yeah, the coach had to come over and pick up that ball. I always thought they had some kind of a designator. Yeah, usually a designator ball getter. There's a nice hit out.
Whoa.
Wow. Out in center field. Boy, that's up against the fence. Boy, and that center field fence is deep. I'm telling you, it is really deep. So
yes, it is. We don't have dimensions here, but I think this field is at least as big as Bomber Field, and possibly a little bit bigger. But yeah, no, that you need to give it a ride to get it out to center, and I got the center field fence on one hop.
Yeah, I mean, boy, he belted that thing. Most places that would have been a home run, but this is a big field, and at the plate right now is let's see, that's Lucas Montoya. He is the first baseman, and he'll be followed by the pitcher, Mike Cruz. So Lucas Montoya at the plate. They have a runner on second base. Hilltoppers up 1-0, but right now the Taos Tigers are threatening at 2 away, and Diego Rodriguez facing a big hitter. And this one just on the outside corner.
Ooh,
just
boy.
Wow.
Boy, oh boy.
That did miss by much.
Good looking pitch. Diego with a curveball. I might have been the first curveball he's thrown, and that didn't miss by much at all.
There's a hit right up the middle. It's going to be picked up there by the shortstop for Los Alamos. And so scooping it up for Los Alamos is Taylor Drake. That looked like it might get through as it was over pretty close to second base, but Taylor Drake with a nice play scoops it up over to Grant Watkins, and that will end it. So Lucas Montoya, after a booming double by Anthony Martinez, he ends up on second base and then flying out and grounding out to short. And that was Lucas Montoya. Montoya. Anyway, so 4 up, 3 down. And so they strand one. And so after one full inning of play, right now it's 1-0. Hilltoppers up in this ball game.
So Toppers, like we said, Gene, this is their season finale, regular season finale. Toppers will be moving on to the playoffs. They have already clinched the District 2 Quad A championship with a win over Moriarty this past Saturday. And Moriarty, well, I was going to say Moriarty's struggling. No, Moriarty's actually in third place right now.
Is that right?
The district, these two teams, Los Alamos and Taos, have been pretty solid throughout this District 2 Quad A baseball season. Following that, there's been a significant drop-off in total number of wins. So Moriarty is actually in third place right now. They are 3-6. Pewaukee Valley follows them at 2-8, and the Sun Devils are 1-8. So Sun Devils have had a little bit rough go of it, I believe. I believe Pewaukee and Espanola are playing this afternoon as well.
Yeah, everybody's got to finish up. We're going to have the seating coming up on Sunday for the state tournament. Right now, it's Charles Steinkamp, the right fielder for Los Alamos, as he comes up, and he'll be the first batter here, and he's top of the second inning. First pitch is low and outside, facing Mike Cruz. And so after Charles, Mike, we're going to have the first baseman, Zach Gonzalez, and then we'll round things off with Maddox Martinez, who is right now playing second base. So Jason Martinez, the head coach or manager or whatever you want to call him. Got to get all these political terms right. Oh, wow, that looked good.
Wow, Cruz with another breaking ball, and boy, he's just not getting the calls on those.
That was a beautiful pitch. There's a 3-0 pitch, So home run ball right down the middle.
Yep, that was Charles's ball, and we've seen Charles. Charles has plenty of power to get it out of here. So.
Yeah, he could have belted that one. So this one's going to be high, and so Charles Steinkamp starts things off with a walk, and so he heads on down to first base, and here comes Zach Gonzalez. Zach Gonzalez, the first baseman.
And we are going to have something's going on the mound there. One of the Taos coaches out there to discuss things. I can't imagine they're going to pull Cruz.
No,
he's
sermon on the mound as the head coach goes out there to talk things over. Miguel Quintana, dressed all in white. So
yes, I don't know if he's got his baptism coming up or not, but that's exactly what he's doing out there. So they just. I don't know if they were trying to say Cruz has actually pitched pretty well up to this point. Gave up the leadoff double to Caden Thornton, and Thornton came around to score, but actually that was at least partially due to an errant throw to second that had no chance to get him.
So Zach Gonzalez, left-handed batter at the plate. This one, I mean, boy, I tell you, Mike Cruz, he couldn't be any closer to strikes. I mean, every pitch is right there. And then as soon as I say that, he almost threw it over the catcher's head into the backstop.
Yeah, but Cruz has been on point, and he has gotten a couple of unfortunate calls. He has been right there.
So Grant takes the strike called. Not Grant. Left-handed batter. Zach
Gonzalez.
First baseman. So we have a runner on first. That's Charles Steinkamp, and so fouled off. And this one will head down the left field side of this field, and so the
2-2, I believe the count now. But Gonzalez a little inside out swing, and then he's checking his bat to see if he didn't chip something.
There's a throw down to second. Boy, nice job that time by Charles Steinkamp to slide in there. But that was a good throw. I mean, the catcher coming up with it, Jeremiah Gonzalez, and he got it down there to Dom Chacon. Boy, that was a beautiful throw. And boy, I mean, Charles just barely beat that one out. He had about a half a step on that throw. And so Zach is going to swing and miss. But right now, the Hilltoppers have a runner on second with one away. As Zach Gonzalez, he goes down on strikes. That'll bring up the number 9 batter for Los Alamos, the bottom of the order, Maddox Martinez. He's the second baseman, Mike, and then we'll run around to the top of the order. So, whoa, nice fastball. And that looked awfully good, and it was good. So Alex Martinez, he's just sizing up Mike Cruz right now, I think. And so it's going to make it ball 1 and strike 1. So right now we have one away. The number 3 batter up in this top of the second inning. That is Maddox Martinez. And he has a runner on second. The pitch is high. And the count right now is a 2-1.
And another right before this pitch, another curveball that just off the plate.
Boy, there's a cut. Maddox Martinez. He was going for that left field wall, but I don't know if Maddox has that much power. God, boy, this is a deep field. There's a foul ball. That's playable right behind the plate. And just stepping right behind the plate, the foul ball, and it comes right down to the catcher, Jeremiah Gonzalez. So Maddox fouls out.
And that ball went pretty much straight up and straight down.
Yeah, it almost came down and hit the plate.
Yeah,
would have hit the plate.
Yeah, Gonzalez, he barely had to move for that.
So we're top of the order, Mike. Caden Thornton takes a hard swing at the first pitch. So Caden had a nice single to start things off. And then decided to stretch it to second, and then a bad throw to second. So that put him down to third. Caden this time with another long fly out into center field, and that's going to be pulled in by the center fielder. So right there was Jalen Montano, and Jalen was able to get under that. But, well, the hard hit ball by Caden Thornton.
Yeah, I thought Caden got a little bit more of that than he did, but able to make a nice play out there was Jalen Montano to end the inning. So 1-0 after an inning and a half of play here. And I got to find somebody to ask him what the name of this field is. I have absolutely no idea. I'm not sure it's marked anywhere.
Taos High School baseball field.
Yeah, it's if that sign is any indication, the field is named Baseball Field. So maybe it is. I don't know that it isn't. So in any event, Toppers up 1-0 after inning and a half of play. Tigers coming to bat. Tigers will send their 5, 6, and 7 hitters to the plate, including the pitcher, Mike Cruz. Then he'll be followed by AJ Abeta and Hunter Tafoya, due up for the Taos Tigers. So they'll face Diego Rodriguez. Rodriguez, nice looking first inning for Rodriguez. Actually, pitcher's doing a pretty solid job so far. So we may be in for a game today. But
yes.
Interesting to see how Los Alamos wants how far they're going to want to put Diego in. I imagine they're going to pitch him for a while, unless he gets into any serious trouble as the playoffs coming up. But again, Los Alamos will have several days before they play again after today. They won't even announce the playoff field until Sunday.
That's right.
And then we'll probably have to wait pretty much an entire other week for the best 2 of 3 series.
Yeah, which would be played in Los Alamos. So a Friday afternoon game, and 2 on Saturday, if they need 3. So he got him. There's a pitch. I mean, he just brushed him, but just jumping back a little bit that time was Mike Cruz, the pitcher. He just jumped back a little bit, and then he just kind of stood there for a second, and then the umpire motioned him down to first base. So the pitcher, Mike Cruz, hit by the pitch.
He'll probably remember that when Diego comes up to bat again. Actually, that pitch really, I wasn't even sure it hit him initially, but
it looked like it brushed his clothes or something on his pants. Throw down to first, diving back, Mike Cruz. The boy Carson Dixon, he didn't waste any time getting that ball over to Grant Watkins. And AJ Abeta, the third baseman, is at the plate for the Tigers. Runner on first, nobody out. And runner on first was, I don't know, he was hit by the pitch, but I can almost swear all it did was just brush his pants.
Yeah, that's all it takes, though.
Yeah.
And that I did that once. I was trying to get out of the way of pitch, and I kind of folded myself in, and the ball hit my jersey. Didn't touch me. That was my absolute favorite hit by pitch.
Awesome.
Just brushed my jersey. Didn't feel a thing, but that's plenty.
AJ Abeta showing bunt. That's going to go foul. Comes over the backstop right behind us. AJ Abeta. Hunter Tafoya, the left fielder, will follow. So AJ Abeta, big husky kid. And
I was going to say he's not bunting for a base hit, I don't believe.
No. Swing and miss. So good fastball just on the outside corner by Diego. So AJ goes down. So that's one away. And Mike, that'll bring up Hunter Tafoya, and we still have Mike Cruz over on first base. So here comes Hunter Tafoya, the left fielder.
Good fastball there from Rodriguez. Catches the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Cruz doesn't look like he's even remotely interested in going anywhere.
No, he he started to go a little bit, and then boy, Carson Dixon showed him what kind of an arm he's got. So ever since that time, Mike Cruz has been staying pretty close to first base. And Hunter Tafoya, the left fielder, at the plate. This is going to be foul ball. And it should be, the count should go, I believe, 2-2. We can't see the scoreboard from where.
I don't think they've got the balls and strikes up anyway, so that wouldn't do us any good. But yeah, we're
silver lining.
Yeah, we're pretty much we couldn't be in a worse spot to see the scoreboard if we wanted to be.
Nice hit out into left field, and that's going to go down the left field line all the way back to the fence. And so coming around to score is going to be, as the throw is going to come to the plate, and they're going to get him. No, and the ball got away from Carson Dixon.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God. They had him cold. And Carson goes down like Mike to make the tag. And as he makes the tag, the ball pops out of his glove.
Unbelievable. That was he was out easily. There was no doubt about it. Unfortunately, I don't know. It didn't look like there was a ton of contact, but Dixon just could not hang on to the ball. But it's possible that Cruz, as the subject of the tag, maybe jarred it loose from Dixon. Other than that, there really wasn't any contact, and Dixon just couldn't hang on, and Cruz scores. But Cruz was out by several steps.
And there's another hard hit ball out into center field, and the runners hold. The batter, who at that time was Dom Chacon, the second baseman. So the first pitch he takes, he puts it out into center field, but holding at second that time and not moving that time was Mike Cruz. So not Mike Cruz, Hunter Tafoya. So Hunter Tafoya is on second, and right now Dom Chacon is on first. And when it comes to the number 9 batter, the catcher, Jeremiah Gonzalez, swing, I can do this. And the first base umpire says, "You did it." So they've got him in a pickle. They got Hunter Tafoya, and they're going to get him big time. Yes, they do. So I don't know what Hunter was doing. I mean, Diego Rodriguez was just standing on the mound, and all of a sudden Hunter Tafoya took off. And when he got about halfway, from between second and third, then I think finally Diego saw him out of the corner of his eye, just threw it over to third, and so they had him in a major pickle. And Hilltoppers, of course, as this ball gets by the catcher, Carson Dixon, and that's going to move the runner. And so that'll put Dom Chacon down to second base.
And that would have moved Hunter to third, no problem, without all the previous shenanigans.
Yeah. So
it's kind of a half swing and miss there.
Yes.
From Gonzalez. He's down in the count 1-2. Gonzalez is just a freshman.
And here comes the wind. So, but
wow, breaking ball. Umpire does not like breaking balls.
No, apparently
that was not that far off.
No, it wasn't. Jeremiah Gonzalez, the catcher, runner on second. It's a 1-1 ball game right now. There's a ground ball that's going to come down to Grant Watkins, and so Grant Watkins running over essentially to the shortstop position and scooping it up to throw to first. That goes to Zach Gonzalez, and so they retire Jeremiah Gonzalez, the catcher, and they strand Dom Chacon on second base. So that makes it a 1-1 ball game, Mike, after 2 full innings of play.
Yes. So 2-2 ball game. For the Tigers. Tigers do have they're sitting at 13 wins and 10 losses on the season. So a victory here would actually be a little bit of a feather in the cap for the Tigers. if they are in fact on the bubble of making the playoff field, this would be a nice victory for them to grab. They still have a doubleheader this coming Saturday, and I believe that is against. I believe
that's Espanola, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it is. But in any event, the Tigers would love to close this season out on a high note. The Tigers, by the way, Gene, have won 7 games in a row. The last game they actually lost was to Los Alamos. So, yeah, they would love to go in there with some momentum and hopefully make a playoff field. I think they've got a fairly decent argument to do that, but we'll see what the seating and selection committee decides. I've seen more solid teams than Taos not make the playoffs. I've seen teams with not as good a resume as Taos get in no problem. So you just really never know what's going to happen. Yeah. But in any event, for the toppers coming up, they're going to send Ty Swavely to the plate. He'll be followed by Grant Watkins and Taylor Drake to face pitcher Mike Cruz.
First hit pitch right through the gap between the shortstop gap, and that goes out into left field. So Ty takes the very, very first swing and puts it out into left field right through the gap. And so he goes down to first base. And that'll bring up Grant Watkins, left-handed batter, third baseman. He's had a couple of really nice plays so far on defense for Los Alamos. He'll be followed by Taylor Drake, who is the shortstop. But Grant's made some great defensive play out there, coming off of third base, charging over towards shortstop position. Now, so the ball gets away from the catcher. So they send Taylor Drake over to pick it up. Taylor, you're
not doing anything. Go get the ball.
Yeah, it's your turn. So Grant Watkins, left-handed batter, throw it first. Easily back in time is Ty Swavely.
Yeah, check him over at first. Ty is a threat to go, but does not have much of a lead right now. And there he goes.
And throw downer. He dives into another Pete Rose slide into second base. So Ty steals second. And so he's now in scoring position with nobody out. And Grant Watkins hoping to bring him home. Grant's a very good hitter. This one is way high. Boy, that really got away from Mike Cruz. Jeremiah Gonzalez doing a good job of pulling that down for the Tigers. So Mike, inside pitch by Mike Cruz, full count. So Grant facing a full count. So let's see what they're going to come up with here. And that, whoa.
Oh, boy.
Grant all ready to throw out his bat and take it down to first base. And it just kind of came up. It was just above the knees and just inside to the left-handed batter. And Grant just kind of popped back a little bit. And we're getting ready to go down to first base when that umpire gave him a big strike sign. Boy, I mean, that was quite a, well, I don't know if you call it a look of shock. There was another throw down to third base as Ty Swavely diving into third.
He is safe. The ball actually got into left field, but Swavely was slow to get up. He actually looked like he may have gotten hurt on that play. They're actually checking him out. He looks like he's okay now, but could have gotten up and gone home, but he didn't go anywhere after that slide.
So, yeah, Taylor Drake is at the plate for Los Alamos, and the first pitch to Taylor, that's going to go out into right field. The right fielder drops it, and that was an easily catchable ball by Mateo Chavez. That was right to him. He just kind of backed up, got under it, and then just dropped it.
Wow, not sure what happened. sun didn't get in his eyes. I can tell you that. There's no sun to get in his eyes.
He hardly had to move.
No, he looked like he had no problem with it. I wonder if he wasn't winding up to try to throw to the plate. Swaley was going to take off for the plate. So I wonder if he didn't have half an eye on Swaley trying to throw him out at the plate and just took his eye off the ball. That's my only guess.
Yeah, at the plate for the Hilltoppers, the pitcher for Los Alamos, Diego Rodriguez, and so Diego, he'll be followed by Carson Dixon, the catcher. But the Hilltoppers now lead 2-0, and Diego with a nice swing. That's going to be down the right field line, and that's going to go out of play. Carson Dixon on deck. So right now, Mike, we're in the top of the third inning, and the Hilltoppers leading in this ball game 2-0 or 2-1 over the Taos Tigers. And let's see what umpires are checking something, but
we threw a ball back into the field of play and realized when it left the field of play over on that side, that was on the left side.
Yeah, and so Mike Cruz digging in. Curveball. Whoa. And that was a little outside. But
it was a little outside, but Diego was thinking about it.
He really was. That was boy, and that was what you call a breaking ball. Swing and miss by Diego. So right now, the Hilltoppers. So the first batter up was Ty Swavely, and he got a nice single out into left field. Grant Watkins struck out, and then Taylor Drake high fly ball into right field, right to the right fielder who dropped it. And right now the batter for Los Alamos is Carson Dixon, and Dixon.
And a little flare right to the short. Well, toward the shortstop, it hits the ground, and then hit the ground, and it did nothing. It just stood there. The shortstop for the Tigers, actually, nothing wrong with the way he played it. That was Anthony Martinez, but ball didn't go anywhere. It just died right there in the dirt, and everybody is safe. So Dixon going to get an infield single for that, and as Taylor Drake moves over to second, nothing wrong with the way he played it. It hit the dirt and it just died.
Yeah. So here comes Charles Steinkamp, and he's got the power. He replaced Ty Swavely and down in Milwaukee. We didn't know what happened to Ty, but they moved Charles, brought Charles in his place in the late innings. We had about the fifth inning or so, and then Charles was up. And the next time the Hilltoppers were up to bat, Charles was up, and boy, he laid that thing over the left field fence. I think that thing is still going, but Charles now strikes out.
Yeah, up till that point, Gene, actually, when they inserted him, we hadn't really seen him start all that much, and he's been in the starting lineup ever since then.
Yes, he has.
And he's been solid. He has been solid for the Toppers in the starting lineup.
So the Hilltoppers right now lead 2-1 over the Tigers, and 2.5 innings of play, Mike.
That's right. The Toppers scoring a run on 2 hits, another Tiger error leading directly to a run, 1 left on base. So for Taos coming up in the bottom of the third inning, they're going to start off at the top of the order. Jalen Montano going to lead things off, followed by Mateo Chavez and Anthony Martinez. And Diego Rodriguez still on the mound for Los Alamos. So a couple of pretty solid outings so far for both pitchers. Diego's doing exactly what they've been asking him to do, and that is eat up some innings, and I'm sure they just want to get him some work in. This game technically not of no consequence to Los Alamos. However, they would love to finish the district season a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, and Taos is 7-2. The only 2 games they've lost in district have been to Los Alamos. If Taos was to win this ball game, they would go to 8-2 and have the victory over Los Alamos. And I'm sure that would play well with the seating committee. But we're facing the top of the order right now. Jalen Montano grounded out to Grant Watkins. First time he was up, the leadoff batter. This pitch is going to be low and in the dirt. Carson Dixon, good job of digging that out.
Dixon been very solid behind the plate. And as we were remarking the other day, Gene, I tell you, if there's one thing that's really stood out to me, it's been the defensive play of really top to bottom of all the catchers. It's just been outstanding.
Yeah, and we've seen a number of catchers. And
fly out to deep right field, going way to his left is Charles Steinkamp, and he's going to grab it right by the foul line. Uh-oh, something happened.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he hit the fence or what.
They're going out there to Charles to check on him. He did make the catch. He did. There's a kind of a patch of dirt out there, and Charles looked like he may have slipped on it. Not really sure what's going on over there. They're taking a look at him, but don't see a lot of urgency over there. I think he's probably okay.
Yeah, everybody seems to be going back to their positions, and Charles now he's gonna return out there to right field.
Yeah, Charles looks like he's all right. He may have.
Yeah, he either slipped, like you said, in a warning track or something, but he's moving okay out there. So Charles seems to be fine.
Looks like he's all right. He may have aggravated something, but I think he's going to stay in the game. He looks like he's okay now. Yeah. But just came down a little awkwardly, and then enough to catch everybody's attention. But Charles is going to stay in the game. So that's going to bring to the plate Mateo Chavez. He's a junior left-handed batter. First trip to the plate, struck out on 3 pitches. Yes, and three very good-looking pitches from Diego.
Yeah, Diego just went wham, wham, wham. And that was it. Swing and miss. And so right now it's 1-1 to Mateo.
So he will not strike out on 3 pitches.
No. On deck is Anthony Martinez. He's a shortstop. Pitch is high. That's going to make it 2-1. It's a 2-1 ball game. Hilltoppers only up by 1 here against the Taos Tigers. And this pitch is going to be low. And that's going to make it 3-1. So 3-1 to Mateo. And this one is low, just below the knees.
Wow.
And so
this is a tight strike.
Yeah,
the only favorable pitcher's call I think that we've seen the whole entire ball game so far was that third strike call to Grant Watkins.
Yes.
that was a borderline pitch, and they rung him up no problem.
Yeah.
There's been some others I was sure was fine. That pitch looked fine to me too. Just did not get the call.
Anthony Martinez, the shortstop, now as at the plate. There's 1 away. And a runner on first. It's a 2-1 ball game. Hilltoppers right now clinging to a 1-run lead over the Taos Tigers. And Mateo and Anthony Martinez, his shortstop, at the plate. Tries to check his swing, but it's a called strike anyway.
So Martinez last time up hit a double, hit one hopper to the center field fence, which, like we said, is way out there. So he put a charge in that ball.
Man, Diego really brushed Anthony Martinez back on that one. Anthony, he just took it from the waist up. He just bent way back. And this is going to be down to third base to Grant Watkins. The throw to second, the throw to first. I thought they got him. They say no, he didn't. Whoa. I'd like to see a replay of that one. Wow.
Close play there, and the Toppers trying to go around the horn. Watkins to second base. pretty good relay throw from the second baseman, Maddox Martinez, but very, very close. I think that was the right call, though. I think he was able to beat it out, but that is the toughest double play to try to pull off. 5-4-3, and closer than I thought. And that ball wasn't hit super hard either.
No, it wasn't. So now at the plate, we have Lucas Montoya. He is the first baseman. So runner on first as the Hilltoppers now with 2 outs in this inning. Ground ball right back to Diego Rodriguez. Scoops it up, underhand pitch over to Grant Watkins, and over to Zach Gonzalez, and so that does it. So 1-3. Lucas Montoya goes down, so that makes it. That'll bring it to bring this third inning to a close, and Mike, the Hilltoppers still up 2-1.
2-1 in favor of the Toppers, heading into the top of the 4th inning now. And boy, weather can't decide what it's going to do here, Gene. It was, first I think we were in serious danger of a possible rain out. Then about 5-10 minutes before the game, everything cleared out. It was like summer out here, and now the clouds rolling back in from absolutely nowhere. Yeah. And so now we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. But in any event, 2-1 ball game here. So heading in the top of the 4th inning. By the way, Gene, I want to thank everybody that helps make these broadcast possible. Of course, Los Alamos Daily Post, Carol Clark over there got us back up and running after an unfortunate hiatus, but we are back up and running, of course, and out here doing baseball and just this picture perfect weather out here today. So
after the COVID death of KRSN, unfortunately,
that was unfortunate, but Carol Clark picked us right up. So we thank Carol for that. Of course, we want to thank our sponsors, the Los Alamos Fire Department and the Los Alamos Police Department. Boy, a rough time to be a firefighter, Gene.
Oh, wow.
It's just everything going down. We got the
it's going to be a rough summer.
Yep, fire in the Jemez right now, and then a huge fire near Las Vegas, and then had all the unfortunate situation in Ruidoso down there, which was in Ruidoso. Boy, what a great town that is too, and just very, very sad to see that. But they're going to be busy. So thank your firefighters when you see them. They got a lot to do this coming summer. I guarantee you that. So we thank the firefighters. We thank the police department for their sponsorship of Hilltopper Sports on the Los Alamos Daily Post.
So Zach Gonzalez will be stepping up to the plate for Los Alamos. He's the first baseman. He's the number 8 batter in the lineup, and he'll be followed by the second baseman, Maddox Martinez. Then we'll roll around to the top of the order. We are here in the top of the 4th inning, and we will roll around to Caden Thornton. So here we go. Zach Gonzalez starting things off for Los Alamos as they lead 2-1. And Zach is a left-handed batter, but the weather. I came here. I started to wear shorts. I decided not to, and then I got here, and the first thing I did was put on my hoodie, zip it up, and it was starting to rain. It was cold, and then as soon as we went on the air, it's just like everything just cleared up. But now it's coming back with a vengeance. Whoa, nice pitch.
I think we have a new pitcher. Yes, we do.
Yeah,
that is Jalen Montano is pitching for the Tigers. Didn't see that. Mike Cruz is done after 3 innings. Cruz did a pretty good job, actually. He leaves down 2-1. Actually, could have both of those runs theoretically could have been avoided.
Oh yes,
So
completely.
Cruz looked pretty solid, but right now we have Jalen Montano, a right-handed pitcher, and nice fastball there. That was upstairs. Zach takes a cut at it, and he goes down on strikes. One away for Los Alamos is going to bring up Maddox Martinez to the plate, and following Maddox, we're going to roll back around the top of the order with Caden Thornton. But new pitcher for the Tigers. Interesting strategy here. I'm not sure what Miguel Quintana what was going on in his mind, but Cruz was pitching just fine.
Yeah, so he comes up and strikes out Zach Gonzalez, and then now he's facing Maddox Martinez. Maddox with a nice ground ball down first baseline, just foul.
Boy, that was foul by about 3 inches.
Yes.
And that was a cue shot too, and that one heading in the direction of Lucas Montoya. I'm not sure Montoya could have done anything, and he got in there. That just had some weird English on it. It kind of took a break over toward the right field fence. That would have been a problem at a state fair.
Oh yes, absolutely. And so just pitched to Maddox, and it looked like a pretty good pitch. That's 2 strikes now on Maddox, and so ground ball down to the shortstop, scoops it up, throw to first in time. So right down, the ball just went right smack to Anthony Martinez and made a nice play, beautiful play, perfect. I mean, just a perfect shortstop play over to Lucas Montoya at first base. And so that makes it 2 down as the Hilltoppers strike out and then ground out to the shortstop. Now, Mike, we're at the top of the order. Caden Thornton. And Caden flew out to center the first time he was up. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me start over. Caden got a beautiful hit the first time he was up, and he came around to score the first run of the ball game.
1 for 2 at the plate today for Caden Thornton as that pitch runs high, gets away from the catcher. So Ty Swavely gets to go pick it up because, again, when you're on deck, you're really not doing anything. It's not like you have to get ready for an at bat or anything.
No, not to concentrate on the watching the pitcher or anything like that. Whoa. Whoa.
Wow.
What a pitch. Holy mackerel.
Wow.
I mean, that thing was that had strike written all over it.
Right at the knees, right on the inside corner. You can't throw a pitch better than that. Boy, this umpire, he has a tight strike zone.
Boy, that pitch was, wow, one of the best pitches that we've seen him throw here today. But Caden Thornton trying to hang on. There's 2 away. And so Caden at the line, let's see, I think it's 2-2, I think is the count. And so now that should make it full count. And
I believe that's correct.
Full count,
I guess we'll see.
Well, we'll find out. Caden Thornton. And this one he fouls off. So it should remain full. I can't see the, okay, it's full, 3-2. Full count. Boy, this is a ball.
That one ran inside on Caden, so he will head to first. Boy, I cannot believe that call on that other pitch, Gene. That was a fantastic pitch.
Oh God, it was beautiful. I mean, you don't get him any better than that. Ty Swavely, the left fielder, up for Los Alamos, and he scored a run here. He started things off in the 3rd inning, and he got on base, and then he came around to score. So in the first inning, Caden Thornton did that. He got on and came around. Ty Swavely, leadoff batter in the third, came around. So now Ty is at the plate with 2 outs and a runner on first. And that is Caden Thornton, who just walked. Grant Watkins on deck.
And playing a little cat and mouse over there with Caden Thornton on first. I have no idea why. He's got really long socks on.
Yeah, he does. There he goes. Throw's going to go down to second. It's going to go out into center field. So not a good throw, but Caden getting the highlight picture again.
Yeah, he did actually. He didn't need to. Even had that been a better throw, wouldn't have needed to slide. But a throw way off line, heads in the center field. Had Caden seen it, he could have taken off for third, but I don't think he saw it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I thought he was gonna. That's what I certainly thought he was gonna do. So Ty Sway, the ball gets away from the catcher, and here he goes down to third, throw to third, and this one is going to be, like Mike said, thrown offline. He gets it to the third baseman, but the third baseman had to move way to the left of himself, and so way to his left side. So right now we've got Caden Thornton on third base, and Ty Swavely is going to bring him home, I do believe, as the throw goes to first, not in time. So it kind of a slow bouncer and deep. It pushed the fourth shortstop really deep. So the shortstop, Anthony Martinez, had to go way back. The way that ball pushed him back and the way he had to come over, he was actually on the outfield grass, tried to make the throw to first and not in time. So Ty Swavely gets on with a single, and Grant Watkins is at the plate now for Los Alamos. The score right now is 3-1 as Ty Swavely, as after Caden Thornton stealing all the bases, then he comes on into score. So he got himself in scoring position. Grant taking it, and so he tries to check his swing, and so they appeal it to the first base umpire, and he gives him the out sign. So it's a strike.
Don't bring that over here. That's what he said.
This one gets away from the catcher. He's going to go back up against the screen, and heading down to second base is Ty Swavely.
Another runner in scoring position for the Toppers after get 2 quick outs here for Los Alamos in this fourth inning. Then a tough walk issued, and then really things kind of just not going the Tigers' way, and they trying to get this third out.
Yeah, no, they had a new pitcher come in and retired the first 2 batters easily. But right now the Hilltoppers, Grant Watkins, good hitter. And this one's going to go out into right field. It's going to bounce out into right field, and coming all the way into score from second base is Ty Swavely. So Grant Watkins, a left-handed batter, and he put a line drive right into right field. And so Ty Swavely, he just immediately took off. He comes in to score, and so that now is going to make it 4-1. In favor of Los Alamos, and Grant Watkins goes down to first on a nice single out into right field, and now it's Taylor Drake, the shortstop. That first pitch is going to be a little outside. So Taylor Drake is the shortstop. It's a 4-1 ball game as the Hilltoppers opening up here a little after 2 outs. Mike, they had 2 outs, and they've done all this with 2 outs. And some great steals by Caden Thornton. Wow. And what I didn't understand in that inning with the Tigers, and so high fly ball into left, and that's going to go right. I mean, the left fielder, Hunter Tafoya, he didn't have to move an inch. That thing was, right to him. He could have could have had a bullseye on his catch on his glove, and it would have been perfect. So anyway, so Sailor flies out to left field, and we strand Grant Watkins. But Mike, we bring in 2 runs.
Yep, Tauber scoring 2 runs on 2 hits, and no Tiger errors. 1 left on base there in the top of the 4th inning. Take a 4-1 lead heading into the bottom of the 4th inning. So Tauber's manufacturing a couple of runs there, and that was again, all of that came with 2 outs, 2 very quick outs, as a matter of fact. So, oh, good. Here's the wind. I was worried we weren't going to have any wind.
Hang on to everything.
I was really worried we weren't going to have any, but fortunately we do. So, coming up to the plate, well, Mike Cruz is due up. I'm not sure if he's still in the ball game. Actually, it does look like Mike there in the. Yeah, Mike Cruz is going to be coming up. He'll be followed by AJ DeBeta and Hunter Tafoya, due up in the bottom of the 4th inning. Diego Rodriguez still on the mound, and I didn't see where Mike ended up on defense, but is still in the ball game. So Mike started as the Tiger pitcher today. Actually did a pretty good job, but he gets pulled after 3 innings in favor of Jalen Montano, and we'll see what he can do here at the plate. But team down by 3.
Yeah, 4-1. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the wind really starting to come up as the Hilltoppers on the mound for the Hilltoppers still Diego Rodriguez. He's done a good job, and the Hilltoppers leading in this ballgame 4-1. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, and takes a cut at it. Mike Cruz fouls it out behind him, and so that should make the count right now. It's 1-1 right now to the former pitcher. There's a nice hit out into right field. That's going to bounce all the way to the fence. And heading to second is Mike Cruz. Is he going to pull up? Yes, he does. He didn't even think about going to third. He just wanted to make second, and he was really chugging too.
Yeah, Mike.
Not the fastest guy.
Yeah, he actually hit very hard. I think a quicker gentleman would have had a real shot at third base, but Michael, we saw him on the bases earlier, and he wasn't exactly lighting anything on fire. So, but he goes in with a stand-up double. Nice hit to right center field by Mike Cruz.
AJ Abeta, the third baseman, is at the plate. Let's see. AJ struck out in the 2nd inning. He's had some action down there at third base, though. One of the first hits for Los Alamos went right at him. And this one's going to get away from Carson, but it actually hit the dirt in front of the plate. Carson blocked it with his body, and then he chases it down, and Mike Cruz very wisely did not try to go to third.
And I think that might have hit Carson in that sweet spot right between his mask and his chest protector, and right there in the nape of the neck. And umpire catching is such a tough job, and an umpire realizes that catcher got dinged up. He usually will take a few extra seconds and let him recover. Catching is that is not a fun job.
No, it is not. What I can't figure out is well, of course they're high school kids and everything, but I mean, being on your haunches all that time. This is going to get by Carson Dixon, and so down to third goes Mike Cruz. So pass ball moves Cruz. And so right now, Mike, there's still none away. No outs. And we have a runner on third base. It's a 4-1 ball game. And right now the Tigers trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Whoa. Nice fastball. I mean, that thing just above the knees and admired by AJ Abeta. So Diego, and there's a swing and a hard cut by AJ. Doesn't connect with anything. So he is out of there. And now here comes this is going to come now the left fielder, Hunter Tafoya.
Now runner still on third base, but nice pitch there by Diego to get AJ. Took a little something off that third strike, I think. But one down. But Tigers would love to get that run in. And that one in the dirt. That was about a 55-foot pitch. And boy, nice stop there by Carson Dixon. Boy, Dixon's having a rough inning.
Yeah, he really is. So right now we have one away, runner on third base. That's Mike Cruz. Hunter Tafoya is at the plate. And he's facing, of course, Diego Rodriguez for Los Alamos. This pitch, whoa, on that outside corner.
Now, Diego throwing very, very hard today.
Yes, he is.
And that was a straight fastball. And it was just one of those deals here. Hit this if you can. And it blew right by him.
So that's going to get by Carson and coming home from third and sliding in. Everybody wants to slide in. Slide in head first. So Mike Cruz comes in, slides in, makes it now a 4-2 ball game.
That I'm going to go as a wild pitch, Diego. Again, about a 58-foot pitch, and that took a horrible bounce right in front of Carson. There wasn't much you could do about it.
Yeah, it's Diego's control is beginning to show a little bit. He's starting to see it. That ball was high and outside, but he's been throwing balls that have been coming up short and hitting the, like Mike says, a 55-foot pitch. And so I don't know.
That's usually a sign when the things start going in low that pitcher might be a little bit winded.
Yeah, we'll see what. That went right across the knees. Called strike.
Like nothing wrong with that pitch.
Not at all. That was a perfect pitch. Dom Perignon Chacon. And the second baseman, here he comes to the plate. And so let's see what Dom had a nice hit, ended up stranded the first time he was up, which was in the bottom of the second inning. But there's 2 away now, and 1 run has come in. So it makes it 4-2. There's a foul ball. That one's going to go down the right field line, out of play. So, Mike, the weather's trying to do something.
It wants to rain, and then there was lightning, I think, in the
Well, there's a little fluker over, and whoa, great play by Diego Rodriguez. A little pop fly that went just behind Diego and then shaded a little toward first. Diego was really the only one that had a play at it, and he had to first of all, he had to figure out where it was because it just was one of those ones that popped up over him. And so he had to turn around and locate it, and then he scooped it up, and then he just took an underhand toss over to first base to Zach Gonzalez, and they got him just in time. I didn't think they were going to get him.
That was that hit was right in the sweet spot where absolutely nobody was. And yeah, I mean, like you were saying, Gene, if Diego doesn't get there, nobody gets there. So he picked it up and he underhanded it, got him by about half a step, but very, very difficult play. And then just right in no man's land right there where, hits like that are just so difficult to defend. There just isn't usually a whole lot you can do about them.
No, not at all. And he was just lucky. He was able, he turned around had to locate it. He was lucky that he was able to locate it and just charge over and scoop it up. And so he's going to be rewarded, Mike, for that fantastic play by being the first batter here at the. No, he's not. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is, and that's how that works.
That's
you
right.
make a good defensive play, you're the first batter in the next inning. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, so he's switching places with somebody. We'll figure out who. Okay, so Diego is up in the lineup.
Yep, Diego Rodriguez will lead things off here in the top of the fifth inning. He'll be followed by Carson Dixon, his battery partner, as the catcher, and then Charles Steinkamp due up. He is the right fielder, still facing Jalen Montano. And Montano, nice fastball for a strike. Came in on relief last inning. Topper is able to scratch out 2 runs on 2 hits, but was 1 call away from 3 up, 3 down inning. One very, very good pitch away. Still, I still can't believe that was not rung up.
So Diego is going to ground ball down to second, and 1 bouncer right to the second baseman, to the shortstop, actually. So it was just to the shortstop side of second base, and it was a line drive. That thing hit right smack in front of the shortstop, Anthony Martinez. I mean, it was right there, and I mean, it only bounced a couple of inches off the ground. So that was a good grab by him, because weren't sure where that thing was going to end up. But anyway, he does get it over to first base, and so Diego grounds out to the shortstop to make it 1 away here in this ballgame, 4-2. The Hilltoppers, top of the 5th inning. Carson Dixon at the plate for Los Alamos. So he's a catcher. Yeah, catcher's tough. I mean, it's I don't know why anybody want to be a catcher.
I have no idea. You get beat up. You're the pitcher doesn't read your sign right, and you can take one straight in the face or something like that. Carson took one like just in the one spot in his entire body where he didn't have any armor, and it caught him perfectly.
Yeah, and speaking of catchers, the catcher right now for Taos is Mike Cruz.
Oh, Mike is the catcher. Okay, we had no. Oh boy. And that third strike, and the ball got completely away. Mike Cruz couldn't find it.
No, they had no idea where it was.
And wow, Carson strikes out, but he's going to end up on second base.
Yeah.
Wow, that was nuts. So there's a high fastball, and I'm not 100% sure Mike got a glove on it. Anyway, it hit the umpire at some point. I think it went on. I think he's saying it went off his shoulder, and it bounced. It just took a crazy bounce toward the net, and Mike couldn't. I don't think anybody could find it. Nobody could tell him where it was.
Everybody was looking around, and I'm not even sure if the umpire knew where it was. Everybody was just, you could just see all the heads turning, everybody looking for it, and it kind of came right almost toward us. We're sitting behind the plate and just a little shaded, well, to the right, and the ball finally ended up against the concrete wall right in front of us. And so in the meantime, well, let's see, they are going to let the first they send let's see, we have, okay,
let's see who that is.
We have a pinch runner?
Yes, we do have one. We have a golden runner.
A golden runner.
Let's see who that is.
So the pitch is down to first base. And the first baseman slides in. The first baseman dives into first base. So the batter that time for the Hilltoppers was Carson, was Charles Stein. Let's see.
I believe that was Charles. Yeah.
Yeah, with Charles Steinkamp. And yeah, Charles Steinkamp, and he put it. Who's up?
So
19.
Number 19, that is
Jack Moody.
Yes, Jack Moody coming in to pinch hit. By the way, the golden runner is Julian Batos. He's now on third base for the Toppers. So Jack Moody at the plate takes a cut and swing and a miss there. But Toppers substituting very liberally now. And now I'm not 1,000,000,000% sure that was Charles that hit that ball.
Yeah, I'm not either. So anyway, Jack Moody, and we'll see. Let's see on deck. It looks like it's going to be Zach Gonzalez, and that he is the next batter. So Jack.
Well, actually, no. I think this is Zach's. Position in the order right here.
No, that's right. Maddox Martinez is the next batter. He's the number 9 batter, and so right now, Moody is batting for Zach Gonzalez. Whoa, we can do this, Mike. So.
Well, there's no excuse for us not doing this correctly, Gene, because they come right over here and tell us exactly what's going on, and sometimes we're just so caught up we don't even listen.
Yeah, but
every single time they tell us exactly what's happening.
Wonder what the umpire was talking about.
So they come over here for. I don't want to talk to him.
We're not the official scorers. we have had them come over and tell us though. And not because they wanted to, but because they thought we were the official scorers. Anyway, Jack Moody, he goes down swinging.
So that'll do it for the Hilltoppers on top of the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Wild pass ball situation on a third strike, but runner left stranded on third base. So Toppers still up 4-2.
Was that Carson that got stranded?
That was Julian Batos. That was the golden runner. He was running for
Carson.
He was running for Carson.
Yeah.
So as we move into the bottom of the 5th inning, 4-2 ball game. So still anybody's ball game here. But new pitcher.
Oh, yeah, let's see.
And that is Grant Watkins.
Whoa.
So the Toppers going to Watkins here for the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Diego's afternoon on the mound is done. Let's see if he moved into the field. He may have. Actually, I think he's on second base now.
Well, Jason Martinez, the coach, now is starting to make some changes.
But Watkins will take over. But nice showing for Diego. He is in line for the victory here if the Toppers can hold on. And Watkins is going to be asked, I'm assuming, to close things out. And for Grant Watkins, he is going to face 2 up in this bottom of the 5th inning. The number 9 batter, Jeremiah Gonzalez. He's the catcher. Then we'll swing around to Jalen Montano. He was the center fielder. Then now he's the pitcher. And then Mateo Chavez, who's supposedly the right fielder. I really don't know at this point. But we'll figure it out.
Yes.
But
they start moving them around, and
like I say, if we just listen to the umpire when they came over and tell us what happened, then we'd be fine. And of course, we're kidding. Literally nobody has ever purposely come over here and told us what was going on ever.
So, let's see at the plate. Let's see is that's Lucas Maestas. And he grounds out. But they'll
do one away, and that was Diego that picked that up at second base. So Diego has moved over to second base for the Toppers, and that's going to bring top of the order Jalen Montano, the pitcher, the current pitcher for the Tigers, up to bat now to face Watkins. Nice fastball by Watkins. like I said, Watkins and Taylor Drake, they just work so slowly. So they're boring to watch. I mean, he's already. Yeah. Oh, is that a fair ball? That was a fair ball. Wow. What a play over there at third base by Maddox Martinez.
Wow.
High chopper behind the bag. And Martinez grabbed it, and he had to throw it pretty much flat-footed all the way across the diamond, but gets him in plenty of time to retire Montano. What a throw there by Maddox.
Yeah, that was unbelievable because that thing was hard hit, and like you say, he had to go behind the bag, and then he didn't have a chance to just stand up and make a nice throw. He just had to throw it, like you say. Standing there flat-footed, he didn't have any other chance. So, but
they got plenty on it, no problem at all.
Yeah, Maddox Martinez, who has moved to third base because Grant Watkins was third base. Grant is now pitching for Los Alamos, and then let's see, and the batter right now is
Mateo Chavez. Comebacker right to Watkins, no problem. And that is going to retire the side. So down in order go the Taos Tigers. No runs and no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Great defensive play there by Maddox Martinez. And a nice play by Diego Rodriguez over at second as well. So Tigers go down in order. Top of the sixth inning coming up. Toppers still in control in this one, 4-2. Been a tight ball game, and Taos is actually really it has allowed a couple of runners. They could have. Mike Cruz started this game. Actually, could have almost gotten out unscathed, and Jalen Montano is the pitcher, and he's still going to come out for the sixth inning. He's going to face for the Toppers. Well, assuming there are no more significant changes here.
Well, it's supposed to be Maddox.
Yes, Maddox Martinez. Well, of course he did. He made a nice play on defense. Of course, he's batting first.
Yeah,
and he'll be followed by due up by Caden Thornton, and then Ty Swavely, and then Watkins. If any of those gentlemen get on base, top of the sixth inning here.
Yeah, so they are. So our scorebook is right for the moment, anyway. As we'll see, Maddox Martinez, and then he'll be followed by Caden Thornton, and then Ty Swavely, and then it should be Grant Watkins. Grant has moved from third base to pitcher, and we still have on the mound for the Tigers Jalen Montano. And Mike Cruz, who was pitching, we're not sure where he went right away, but he now has come back in as catcher.
That's an unusual combination, pitcher and catcher.
Yes.
You don't see that very often, and that's a lot for it, especially in the same game. That's a lot for to ask of one player.
Yes, it is, and Mike's he's built like a catcher too.
Yeah, he is. Actually, Mike Cruz actually has scored both of the Tiger runs in this game.
Yes, he has. That one is inside and bouncing, jumping back away from it. That time was Maddox. Maddox is the well, he was Maddox. Let's see, he was the he was at second, so now is he now at third?
Yeah, he's at third base.
Okay, so he went from second to third, and he fouled out. First time he was up, he fouled out. He hit a ball, straight up in the air. It's a 3-2 count to him. He hit a foul ball straight up in the air. The catcher didn't even have to move. Then he grounded out. So right now he's a full count. And this is a one bouncer down to third. Nice play by the third baseman, but he can't get it over there in time. But boy, that was a nice play, I tell you, by the third baseman, AJ Abeda, because it was kind of a slow bouncer, and AJ had to come charging in, and he just scooped out with his glove, was able to scoop it up and then make the throw, but the throw just didn't get there in time as Maddox was able to beat it out.
Yeah, nice job to get to the ball by Abeta, but kind of falling away from first base when he caught it. Just couldn't get anything on the throw.
And so now we're at the top of the order for Los Alamos. Caden Thornton is the center fielder, and Caden has scored two of Los Alamos' runs in this ball game. He starts to swing and decides not to, and it's a called strike. And what's interesting, Mike, is that Caden, he walked the last time he was up, and then he stole second, then he stole third, and then he was able to come in on a hit on a single by Ty Swavely. But he walked and stole two bases. Ground ball down to second, and they're going to go to first, and that's going to be in time. So the ground ball down to Dom Chacon, over to Lucas Montoya. So grounding out to second. This is Caden Thornton.
All right. Sorry, Jane, to interrupt, but I just want to announce that it is now summer here in Taos. It is warmed up about 10 degrees in the last 30 seconds.
I know. I keep get my hoodie. I zip my hoodie up, and then I unzip it, then think about taking it off, and then the wind comes, and so here, Ty Swavely up there for Los Alamos. Ground ball. And that's going to get out into second base, into center field. That's going to get by the center fielder. That's going to go all the way to the fence. He may come all the way. That's going to be an in the field home run.
No problem. Standing up.
Whoa! Ty Swavely. Hard ground ball right down towards second base. Got by the second baseman, got by the center fielder, and all the way to that fence, that deep fence. Mike, and boy, there wasn't any question that Ty Swavely was going to go was going to be a four-bagger.
Wow. So coming up, well, it's not Jalen Montano there in center field. So nice hit out to center field. That one just got by the shortstop, Anthony Martinez. Just couldn't quite get there, but rolled right at the center fielder, and I don't know what happened. He just misplayed it, and it just rolled right to the fence. I'm not sure he touched it.
Yeah, I don't believe he touched it either. And so batting for Los Alamos right now is Grant Watkins.
Wow, and that one, that's a foul ball, but AJ Abeta right at the fence took a dive at it, and he was about an inch short from coming up with that. That one actually went out of play, but wow, Abeta nearly came up with that, and it just could not quite get the glove on it. But wow, nice, good effort there by the third baseman. And with Watkins up to bat, just Abeta just ran. He had about another 6 inches of real estate. I think he makes that catch.
Yes, absolutely. So Grant Watkins he's now the pitcher. He was the third baseman. He's now the pitcher, and he got hit by a pitch the first time he was up. This time he puts one way down the right field line, foul.
Wow, that was right down the line. He keeps that fair. I think that's out of here.
Oh, yes. I mean, yeah, that thing had some steam on it.
Just could not keep it straight. 6-2 ball game.
Yeah, 6-2, and only one away for Los Alamos here in the top of the sixth inning. 2 runs coming in on I guess, did you call that a home run? I don't know.
I actually did not. I called that a single and a 3-base error on the center fielder.
You are a mean guy.
I am a mean man.
I gave him a home run.
Oh, I know you did. I didn't even have to ask what you gave him. But
so there goes Grant Watkins down to first with the walk. And so And here comes Taylor Drake.
By the way, Grant and Taylor batting 3 and 4 here. They're going to be playing in college next year.
Oh, yes, that's right.
They both signed with colleges. One of them's going to Amarillo, and one of them's going to Arizona, and I forgot which is which. I think Grant's going to Amarillo. To be I better start practicing for that steak.
Yes, Taylor Drake. And takes a swing. The count is, I think it's 2-1 to Taylor.
Well, just check the scoreboard, Gene. Come on.
Throw to first. That's not in time. So the Hilltoppers, the situation right now is the Hilltoppers are up 6-2. They came into this inning, they were up 4-2. And then
whoa.
This one's going to go by the catcher, and then easy little run down to second base goes Grant Watkins, and Taylor Drake still up there for the Hilltoppers. But did he say, was that a 3-2? My heavens! Anyway, whatever it is, he gets to go to first.
I'm not sure what they're calling here. I don't know if they requested I think they requested an intentional walk there for Taylor with the first base open.
Yeah, I think he was about to walk him anyway.
Yeah, really nothing lost there, but in any event, first and second, one away. That was actually probably the right move to put him on first with Diego Rodriguez now. Started this ball game and is the pitcher record for the Toppers. Big swing and a miss. Took something off of that one, did Montano. But
then Diego didn't take anything off that swing.
He took nothing off his swing whatsoever.
He was going for that fence. Nice pitch. Caught the inside corner. Boy, and just in perfect position. So runners right now on first and second, one away. And Hilltoppers leading 6-2 in this ball game. Now they're playing around out there with the Grant Watkins.
The umpire didn't. Well, maybe Diego called time, but
something.
The umpire didn't like something.
No, he didn't. So run. This is going to get away from the catcher, and so both runners will advance. And in fact, Mike Cruz had got away from him, and he started heading back toward the wall, the brick wall right behind him. Started heading backward, hit the brick wall, and then took off toward first base. So he suddenly had to spin right in position. So he spun on a dime there, and then took off. Finally got it. The Hilltoppers thought about advancing, but then they went ahead and held. So right now there's runners on second and third. Grant Watkins goes down to third base, and Taylor Drake is down at second base. And right now it's Diego Rodriguez, who was pitching for Los Alamos. And this one's going to be very, very high. And
Jalen, it looks like Jalen's overthrowing at this point because that last pitch that hit the wall sailed on Mike Cruz. And Mike, it's been a little thin living down there and behind the plate for Cruz as well. But no doubt about that one.
Nope. Called strike to Diego. So that makes it two-way. Still have runners on second and third. 6-2 ball game. And here comes Carson Dixon, the catcher for Los Alamos.
Oh, we're going to have a meeting.
Uh-oh. Sermon on the mound.
Something happened.
Yep, here we go.
Let's see if we're going to make a move here. And I believe they are. So yeah, Jalen gives up the ball, and I think he's going to give that to Anthony Martinez. So Martinez coming in from his shortstop position, trying to close this out. 6-2 ball game. And Gene, this will be the fifth pitcher total in this ball game. Actually, first four have been pretty solid.
Yeah, they've been.
Montano's kind of had a couple of pitches get away from him, but beyond that, the pitching's been pretty good today.
Yeah, Rodrigo. I mean, Diego did a really nice job, but you could see Diego was starting to lose control a little bit, and then so then they replaced him with Grant Watkins, and I thought Mike Cruz was still pitching pretty well, but they replaced him with Jalen Montano, and so who's out on the mound now?
That is Anthony Martinez, the shortstop coming into pitch.
Yeah, and they've made some other changes. They moved for some reason now they've moved. Oh, they brought Jalen Montano in from center. And they moved Mateo Chavez from right to center.
Wow.
So yeah,
we'll keep that straight. Don't worry about that, folks. No problem.
Yeah. So and then they brought Mike Cruz back in at catcher.
Yeah, so Mike's going to stay in as catcher, and I think Jalen is now in at shortstop, and pitch from Anthony Martinez, his first pitch to Carson Dixon is high. We'll see what Anthony does here. Been a pretty solid defensive shortstop. Had a couple of nice hits as well, so good game for Anthony.
So we have, let's see right now, what's this?
Okay,
we have what?
No strikes, I can tell you that.
Okay.
I think it's 3-0.
Okay, and so we could load the bases here. And they do. So the Hilltoppers now have the bases loaded as
Dixon draws a 4-pitch walk, and that is going to bring up
so Carson Dixon walks. He goes to first, and so already at third was Grant Watkins and Taylor Drake, and now who's up now for Los Alamos?
Well, let's take a look. That is not Maddox.
Supposed to be Charles Steinkamp.
I'm sorry, Charles Steinkamp was due up.
That's is not him.
That is not Charles. I think that's Gavin Coy.
Number 3, Esteban Trujillo. No, I don't have. Yeah, I don't have a 3.
I'm looking for it.
So this next pitch out there by Mateo. Let's see. That pitcher for him is Anthony Martinez, who was a shortstop. I think Mike pointed all that out, and so
my mistake. This is Donnie Valerio.
Oh, okay.
So and he watches
what number is Donnie?
He's number 3.
Because I don't crazy that the Hilltopper roster, the Hilltopper Max Preps roster doesn't have numbers. Ground ball down to second. Easy play. So ground ball right smack at second, and then whoever's playing shortstop at this point makes the grab and then just steps on second base. So an unassisted out by and this was that was by Donnie.
Donovan Valerio
on
the fielder's choice. So but the Toppers pick up 2 more runs on 2 hits. Another Tiger error. There have been in this ball game all the Topper error or all the Topper runs have been at least partially due to Tiger errors. But 1 left on base, excuse me. So after 5.5, the Toppers up 6-2. Looking to run the table here in the District 2 Quad A season. So with a 4-run lead, the Tigers are going to have to get something going here pretty quick, and got a tall order to do that against Grant Watkins, who has been a very, very solid this entire season.
Score.
What did I say?
4-1. 6-2.
Okay. Like I said, it's a 6-2 ball game right now. So I apologize. It was 4-1 at one point.
I was trying to give him signals, but I guess I don't give very good signals, I guess.
So anyway, 6-2 ball game. Sorry about that. Like I said, it was 4-1. So I was right. I just wasn't at the right time. That's how I like to look at that. But in any event, 6-2 and oh boy, we're having a great day here.
Oh yeah, really.
Just we are absolutely killing it out here today. In any event, Anthony Martinez, 3, 4, and 5 batter due up. Anthony Martinez, who's now pitching for the Tigers, and will lead things off here. The bottom of the 6th inning. That'll be followed by supposedly by Lucas Montoya and then Mike Cruz for due up against Grant Watkins. But yeah, it's been Tigers just have not gotten much going on offense. Diego and Grant been very, very solid so far on the mound.
Yeah, so right now, Mike, it's the bottom of the 6th inning. So right now, Taos down by 4 runs, and they have 2 half innings or 2 offensive innings to finally try to get back in this ball game. And the Hilltoppers, if they hang on, they're going to be perfect in district play, 12-0. They'll finish the regular season at 18-7.
Pretty good mark. So that'll be easily enough to get them that home field advantage in the best of 3 for the first round of the playoffs. And I got to tell you, I like that system, having a best of 3 series as oh boy.
Oh,
that got right off. That went right off of Dixon's mask.
Yes,
and
it did.
It almost looked like something broke off of that. I thought I saw something kind of fly off his mask. Boy, it has been a rough afternoon for Carson Dixon, and he is. They're taking a look at him, and boy, that was right on. That could have been more square off the mask if they were trying to.
No, I mean, if he'd have thrown it as hard as he could at the mask, that was what it done. He actually was fouled back and then fouled right smack into the mask. You could hear the click of the bat and then the thud. The thud when it hit that. When it hit the. Here comes some girls. Wait a minute. Who won? What you guys? What was the score? What?
14-0. Wow.
Good job, girls.
So we have a visit here from the Topper softball team, and they are wrapped up. Also playing today up here in Taos. Big winners, 14-0. The Toppers win that one. Topper softball team, by the way, has also clinched the district title. So, but congratulations. That is another solid victory. Toppers have been, they've had a couple of rough games, but they've also had some big wins in district, and obviously another one for them today. So congratulations to the Toppers. Topper softball will also be moving on to the playoffs, and we'll see. I believe they will learn on Sunday as well where they are going. But congratulations to the Topper softball team. Meanwhile, here in baseball, it looks like we're gonna have a catching change.
New catcher, yes.
And we hope
Esteban Trujillo.
Yes, Esteban Trujillo is going to catch. We hope Carson's okay. But wow, that was about as clean a shot as he could possibly have taken off of his mask. And
it was a hard pitch, very hard pitch, and then it was fouled up, tip foul off the bat. So all the bat didn't really slow it down any, and all they did was just angle it up, and we just hit Carson right smack in the middle. Yeah,
right. It caught him perfectly, and I swear I think something broke off of his mask too. That was such a hard hit. So we hope Carson's all right. This day and age that they if you wanted to, they don't let you play through something like that.
Well, there's a nice hit this time, and this time Anthony Martinez, the leadoff batter, who has now gone to pitcher. Well, he put a hard single out into left field, Nobody touches that one, and Ty Swavely scoops it up for Los Alamos and brings it back in. But Anthony Martinez starts things off with a beautiful single out into left field. That's going to bring up Lucas. Should be Lucas Montoya,
And it is.
and he puts a hard hit ball down to second base. The play's going to go to second and then to first.
They're going to
in
get
time. Double play. So classic. They just do it. Went down to the second baseman. It was scooped up there by the Hilltopper second baseman. I don't know who's at second right now.
That is Diego.
Oh, okay. That is Diego.
Diego Rodriguez.
Yeah,
and there was a little bit of a cue shot to him, and he had to do a 360 to get it around to second base, but got it to the shortstop Taylor Drake, and Drake a great relay throw to finish off the double play. So 4-6-3, and that wipes out Anthony Martinez at second base. So a nice play there by Diego. Nice game he's had. So wow, good solid. Topper's been very, very good defensively today.
Yeah, so 2 quick outs for Los Alamos, and now, Mike Cruz is whacked right smack in the back. So he's had started a pitcher. He went to catcher, but boy, that was it was square in the middle of the back, no question about it.
Yeah. So wow, Mike Cruz. He had a nice game, but he's paid for it. He had a couple of rough plays behind the plate, and then he gets plunked. It was not a super hard fastball that hit him, but that got him right between the shoulder blades.
Yeah, we have a new batter for the Tigers. It's going to be an 8th grader. He's a big 8th grader, I'll tell you.
Wow.
Daniel Martinez.
Would not have pegged him as an 8th grader.
No.
Throw over to first base. That's going to get away, and Cruz going to go over to second. So trying to pick him off at first, but that one got by the first baseman. I think that's Gonzalez. Zach Gonzalez still over there, but that's going to move Mike Cruz into scoring position. Cruz has both of the Tiger runs today, and back in scoring position, he might get the trifecta.
Yes, Daniel Martinez, the 8th grader, takes a hard cut, and ball momentarily gets away from Estevan. So Grant Watkins on the mound for the Hilltoppers, and then Estevan Trujillo is behind the plate. Let's see, at second we have Diego Rodriguez. Taylor Drake is short. Maddox Martinez is third. Who's at first?
That is Zach Gonzalez is back out.
Who's at first? What's in second? Okay, Zach Gonzalez.
Who's on third? I don't know.
Okay. So swing and miss there. So there's 2 strikes. I'm not sure what the ball count is here. Daniel goes down swinging, and so that does it. So Daniel Martinez comes in. He goes down swinging, so that'll make it. So right now it's still a 6-2 ball game as the Hilltoppers up over the Taos Tigers, and we're coming down to nitty gritty time here for the Tigers, down 6-2, and we're coming around now to the top of the 7th inning, and we're not sure who's playing what at this point, but it doesn't matter. at least we'll know who the batters are, and the batters are supposed to be. Let's see, Jack Mude. Let's see, Jack Mude will be up. Supposed to be Jack Mude.
Well, now Zach is going to come.
Zach Gonzalez.
Yeah, so Zach will bat for himself once again.
Oh, okay. Mude Black batted for him, and so now Zach is back. Zach is back.
That sounds like a song.
I don't understand these baseball rules, man.
Well, they used to be a little more straightforward in terms of substitutions. Now you can kind of get pulled, but then return.
Yeah, I know. It used to be that once you got pulled, you were done.
Yeah, you're donezo, but not the case anymore. So Gonzalez, Maddox, Martinez, and the top of the order due up after him here in the top of the 7th inning. Toppers wouldn't mind probably, I'm sure, getting insurance run or two. But Anthony Martinez, still the pitcher for the Taos Tigers.
So Zach Gonzalez is going to bat left-handed, and so he is going to bat left-handed, and he's going to face. Let's see, it's Anthony Martinez, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe so, unless they decided to fake me out again.
Yeah.
It's been a running theme. Just both teams have liberally substituted in this ball game.
Yeah, they really have. Well, they let the 8th grader. There's another 8th grader on the team, Christian Frescas. We might see him in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, Daniel Martinez was pinch hitting in that last inning. I would not have picked him out as an 8th grader.
No.
He is not a small kid.
Not at all. So left-handed batter at the plate for Los Alamos. The ball hits the dirt. Good play by Mike Cruz, the catcher for the Tigers. And a left-handed batter up there starting things off for Los Alamos right now is Zach Gonzalez. Swing and miss. Boy, I mean, he took a cut at that one.
Yeah, he sure did.
I mean, this is your last chance to bat for the season, so
better make it count.
There's a ground ball down to first base and right to the first baseman. So easy play by Lucas Montoya down there. And so grounding out. Zach Gonzalez starts things off with a grounding out to third. Unassisted out, and then Maddox Martinez, who had one of the defensive plays of the game, comes to the plate. And let's see, Hilltoppers put up a lot of batters in the last inning, and so Maddox actually came in to score in the last inning.
Yep. So Maddox has last few games been really, really solid outings for Maddox. And that play at third base, that was something else. Just tough high hopper behind the bag at third, and then had the wherewithal to put some steam on that throw. Yeah, had he not been able to, that would have been no problem there.
I thought that was an easy out. Now he's gonna throw it to and he's gonna get on. So anyway, interestingly enough, so Maddox living a charmed life here around third base, because he made that fantastic third base play. Then he has a ground ball right smack down to their third baseman, who makes a nice throw over to first, and then the first baseman drops the ball. Unbelievable. So Maddox.
He is aboard. Actually, I think he was going to beat that out, though. That was been very close play, but man, throw back to first to keep Maddox close. Maddox be very, very surprised if he was going anywhere.
Yeah, so Maddox, who made that beautiful defensive play and then should have been thrown out at third base. And so he's on first base, and we're at the top of the order right now, Caden Thornton. And Caden, who had a great inning a couple of innings ago, and stealing a couple of bases and setting himself up to come in and score. So he is right now he's the center fielder for the Hilltoppers. There's a called strike, and I don't think Caden agreed with that one, and I don't either. I agree with Caden on that one.
We have seen better pitches than that not called strikes. So
high pitch.
Caden took a little umbrage at that, and actually his last at bat he wasn't super crazy about one of the calls either.
No, no, he wasn't. And there's going to be a high fly ball out into center. That's going to be pulled in by Mateo Chavez. And that'll make it so Caden flies out to the center fielder. So Mateo scoops it up, brings it in, and then that'll make it 2 away for Los Alamos. And we have Maddox Martinez is still down on first base. And here is Ty Swavely. Ty's had a pretty good ball game. He got hit by the pitch the first time he was up. And I mean, it just kind of brushed him a little bit. And then he got two singles, actually, three singles and scored. And so he's up for Los Alamos with 2 away. We are in the top of the 7th inning. The last inning of the regular season. The Hilltopper girls winning 14-0 over the Taos Tiger girls. So we are sitting here in the last inning of the Hilltopper regular season, Hilltopper baseball softball.
Yes, that is correct. But like we said, both teams will be heading into the playoffs.
Yes.
Watch Daily Post. We'll tell you exactly where they end up. Very, very impressive district seasons for both of these teams. And Topper's trying to close it out, and that's going to drop.
Oh, yes, it is. The little Texas leaguer right out into left field. Just barely got to the outfield grass. What they call a Texas leaguer. And boy, you could just see as soon as that thing was gone, old Ty had that ball was going to just drop in nicely. So Maddox Martinez now, he goes down to second, and then Ty Swavely is at first base. So there's 2 away, runners on first and second. Oh, we're going to have another sermon on the mound here.
Yeah, let's see. It doesn't look like they're making a pitching change immediately.
I hope not.
But I'm not sure what the strategy is here. Catch the ball, get them out. I don't know what your strategy is here.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably not going to mess around too much with Grant Watkins. I wouldn't think they wanted to, but if you're down by 4, I don't know that you have a lot of choice but to go after him. I guess we'll see how the Tigers and Miguel Quintana want to play this, but you got to get out of the inning and then hopefully get something going in the bottom of the inning. But they are just I don't know what strategy you're talking here.
No, they had a big meeting on the mound, throw to first. That gets by the first baseman.
Well, I don't think the ball was back in play. I think it's what they're calling here.
Yeah,
so technically, to get the ball back in play, Martinez would have to step on the rubber, and I don't think he did. I think he just threw a snap throw to first base to basically nobody, but the ball wasn't back in play yet.
Yeah, and so anyway, the runners took off, but then they just stopped as the umpire stopped them. Essentially, like Mike says, it's like we weren't ready. Or you weren't ready. But Grant, left-handed batter at the plate. Runners on first and second. 6-2 ball game. And this one,
I think I nicked him. I nicked Grant Watkins, so he is aboard.
What is the umpire doing here, Mike?
I don't know.
Giving him a yellow card or something?
It might be. You
hit the batter.
Yeah, boy, baseball yellow card. That is pretty serious.
Yeah, that really is. So the bases are loaded for Los Alamos.
And so Miguel Quintana going to go back out to reset his strategy there. And now we're going to have another pitcher. That's going to do it for Martinez.
And well, we have runners on We have Maddox Martinez on third, and then Ty Swavely is going to go down to second, and then at first base is Grant Watkins, and the batter will be Taylor Drake, and we'll see who he's going to face.
Yeah, I don't know.
Big tall kid, number 11.
That is Hunter Tafoya.
The left fielder. So Hunter comes in.
Wow, I didn't realize the Tigers went this deep in their bullpen, but apparently they do. And so Hunter, well, that was a batting practice throw there. He might just not be warmed up yet. But I didn't. First couple of warmer throws haven't looked so hot there.
Yeah, no, really. The score right now is 6-2 in favor of Los Alamos. It's the top of the seventh inning. They have the bases loaded. The Hilltopper girls won their ball game 14-0. And Mike, we want to thank Carol Clark of the Los Alamos Daily Post for making all this possible with the unfortunate demise of KRSN. And we weren't sure what we were going to do. We thought we were out of business. And then John McHale and Nate Lindback got together with Carol Clark, worked out this nice little system that we're able to broadcast over the YouTube channel, at least the audio part. And John and Nate put pictures on the video part. So we want to thank everybody involved with that, and thank Carol Clark, thank the police department and the fire department. I want to thank them all for their support of Los Alamos High School athletics. Here we go. First pitch is a called strike. And let's see, the batter is Taylor Drake. Is that right? Taylor Drake is at the plate. It's a strike. The bases are loaded. High pitch. Makes it 1-1. So right now we have that's always fun too. Hey, we want you to pitch now. Bases are loaded.
Yeah, we really need this out. And by the way, is their cleanup batter. But other than that, there's no pressure on you whatsoever.
Yeah, their cleanup batter's up for the bases loaded. So get in there and show us what you can do.
It's a moment you've been waiting for.
What you've been dreaming about.
So we got Hunter not coming in the greatest position.
Pitch is outside.
Yeah, nowhere to put Drake, so he's gonna have to go after him at some point.
I don't know what the count is.
I believe it's 2-1. But we will see. But yeah, he doesn't have. And
yes, he fouls this one off.
I'm not sure that was. I'm not sure that would have been a strike.
No, it was low and outside. Taylor had to lean for that one. There's 2 strikes. We know that. I'm not sure how many balls there are, but bases loaded and 2 outs. And the pitch comes, I think this might be a full count. Let's see.
Yes, it is.
A full count now goes to, here we go. Bases loaded, 2 away. Top of the 7th inning. And 2 away, bases loaded. Here we go with the pitch. And this one is going to be a hard hit out into left field.
And that is caught out in left field. Nice catch. Near the warning track. I'd love to tell you who made that catch. I have no clues out there.
It used to be Hunter Tafoya.
No, that would have been Hunter Tafoya, but he's pitching. So we catch a number coming in, number 6.
Yeah, number 6.
So Alfredo Rodriguez, the catch, nice catch right there. Like I said, very near the warning track to end the inning, but Taylor got a real good whack at that one. That was his pitch, but he sent it a long way. I think that's out of a fair number of ballparks.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah. A couple of the ones we've had hit here, especially that one that went back all the way to the fence. I mean, that would have been gone in almost every park we play that we play in. the I mean, left field and right field and center field they are a long way out there.
Yeah, this is a big park, but in the event, that'll do it for the Toppers. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, left the bases juiced at the end of that top of the 7th inning. So we're heading into the bottom of the 7th. Last shot here for the Taos Tigers, and the Toppers lead this one. Well, I was going to say 4-1, but I'll say it's like 6-2 or something. You know, I don't know. 6-2 in favor of the Toppers. So heading to the plate for due up this inning. Gosh, where did we lead off here?
I think I have Hunter Tafoya.
Yeah, I believe you're correct. So 7, 8, 9 due up here for the Tigers. Tafoya, Don Chacon, and Jeremiah Gonzalez due up. We have absolutely no idea who's actually going to come up, so we'll just have to wait and see. But that is Hunter Tafoya. He is the pitcher. He got out of a jam there to retire Taylor Drake. Grant Watkins still pitching for Los Alamos. His first pitch in the dirt.
Yeah, so Hunter Tafoya, who, well, he started at left field, and he came in to pitch in with the bases loaded. So the second pitch to him, a hard ball down the right field line. I think that's going to be fair all the way to the right field fence and heading for 3 right now. And we're going to stand up and get 3 standing up. Boy, and starting things off big time. That was Hunter Tafoya. Boy, and that was he smacked that thing. And not only did he smack it, Mike, it went straight down the right field line. So it went way over. So the Hilltoppers coming over trying to get to it that time, which is Caden Thornton.
I don't think it's Caden.
No, not Caden. No, it's
is that Donnie Valerio?
Yeah, I think it's Donnie Valerio. But he had to run a long way to get that ball.
Yeah, that one went right down the line. Tafoya, right-handed batter. So Valerio actually playing exactly where he was supposed to be. But that one ran into that coffin corner kind of out there in right field. And Hunter digging for third, stand-up triple. No problem whatsoever.
None. And boy, it was a second pitch to him. And boy, he put it right down that line. And like Mike says, it when it went down that line and it just rolled over in that corner, which is way out there, and it was a long run for the Hilltoppers to get over there. So count right now is 1-2, and the batter is Dom Chacon, I do believe.
Yes.
So Dom Chacon takes a swing and he's done. So he strikes out. So that makes it 1 away. And here comes should be Jeremiah Gonzalez, and that's who it is. So Jeremiah Gonzalez comes up. And there are a runner on third, 1 out. Hilltoppers leading by 4. This one is going to hit the dirt. And so the Hilltopper catchers they've been worked pretty well here.
That went off of Esteban Trujillo's shoulder.
Yes.
My goodness, they are taking an absolute beating this afternoon.
Boy, are they ever. So Grant ready for the nice pitch. Wow. Boy, he put the steam on that one. It looked like a 3-0 pitch. And boy, going for it big time that time was Jeremiah Gonzalez, and there is a called strike. And I thought that was strike 3, but it's going to say it's 1-2 is the count to Jeremiah. He's the number 9 batter in the order. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Whoa! Tried to check the swing, and they appeal it to the first base umpire. He says nope, he didn't. So did not swing.
I don't know. That was a high pitch though, but Jeremiah started. He's ready to pull the trigger, just held back just enough. That was very close.
So they brush off the plate. Count right now is 2-2. to Jeremiah. This one's going to be inside. So I believe we should be at a full count, I do believe. Runner on third, and there's one out. Jeremiah Gonzalez at the plate. There's a ground ball down to second, throw to first in time, and then that will bring home Hunter Tafoya from third base to make it a 6-3 ball game. But this was just a simple little hit down to second base, and so Diego Rodriguez now playing second for Los Alamos, and then he just scoops it up and gets it over to Zach Gonzalez. So that does it. So Jeremiah Gonzalez grounds out to second, and we're at the top of the order, Mike.
Yeah, and that is Jalen Montano, and he's going to hit a flare out to right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So Jalen Montano aboard. So Tigers not quite done yet. Still 2 away. Brought in a run with that last ground out, but out for the run. That's exactly what the Topper's perfectly fine with that at this point. Coming up to bat now is Mateo Chavez, the left-handed batter, and boy, Mateo, it's been a rough go on the plate for Mateo.
Yeah, it really has. So Mateo with 2 away and runner on first. It's a 6-3 ball game, and there's the bottom of the 7th, strike 2. So Mateo wants to hit that thing. I mean, he really wants to hit that thing, but he's backed up. Grant Watkins way ahead of him, and we are in the bottom of the 7th inning. There's 2 away, and this pitch could do it. And that does it. That does the pitch, a hard pitch, and he swings and misses, and so that will do it as Mateo Chavez goes down swinging, and that brings this ball to an end as the Hilltoppers win this ball game 6-3 over the Taos Tigers. So the Hilltoppers, Mike, are going to go to 18-7 on the season, and they're going to 12-0 in district play, undefeated. So they took care of everybody this year in district play, and the Tigers they go to 7-3, and every loss they've had in district has come against Los Alamos. So they're 7-3, and they go to 13-11 in overall. So that brings the regular season to a close. The girls are done. They won 14-0, and the boys win this one 6-3 here in Taos. And a good ball game here this afternoon. And we the weather report was it was going to be raining and lightning, and we didn't know. We thought, well, we'll go up and take our chances. And just before the ball game was to start, about 15 minutes before the ball game was to start, it looked like we'd had it. Looked like it was going to rain and thunder, and then 15 minutes later, when they're getting ready for the first pitch, I mean, it's like, what a beautiful afternoon it was. But then in the meantime, it has clouded up and winded up. But overall, it actually was a nice afternoon. We didn't have a whole lot of problem. Like the wind wasn't bad and nothing was really bad. So it was a good afternoon for high school baseball. And so, Mike, the situation, of course, is now on Sunday, the the NMAA will seed the teams and for the state playoffs. And so the situation should be that they seed the teams on Sunday, and then the following weekend, which would be essentially 10 days from now, they'll have a best 2 out of 3 start for the baseball. And I think they're not sure what they're going to do with softball. I think Mike has an idea, but anyway, so they should have a 2 out of 3 playoff in Los Alamos, and they play on Friday night, and then 2 games on Saturday if needed, and the best 2 out of 3, and whoever comes away with that will head off to somewhere in Albuquerque or Rio Rancho or Cleveland or someplace like that. Anyway, so that will that's what's going to transpire here in the future, Mike.
Yeah, and the Toppers 18-7 on the regular season, 12-0 in district, should get a fairly decent seed out of that. We will see how that exactly shakes up. And so Topper baseball and Topper softball both moving on to the playoffs, but we will see how that.
Yeah, the girls told us.
We'll see how that does end up. But nice win here for Los Alamos against really their toughest district opponent, the Taos Tigers, up here in Taos. Toppers come away with a 6-3 victory. Diego Rodriguez, starting pitcher. He does get the win on his record. And Mike Cruz will take the loss on the mound for the Tigers, although Cruz played a pretty solid game, threw actually pretty well. I was a little surprised when they pulled him out, but in any event, Los Alamos sweeps the District 2 Quad A competition, and so congratulations to the Toppers on a nice season for manager Jason Martinez. So we'll wait and see what happens, but solid game. Toppers looked very, very good defensively today. A lot of good things. Did get some timely hits when they needed them. So a lot of good things we saw up here in Taos against a pretty solid Taos Tigers squad. We're gonna keep an eye on catcher Carson Dixon, who took a very, very hard foul ball right off the catcher's mask. And we're going to keep an eye on him and see how he did. They pulled him right after that, after they evaluated him. So hopefully Carson's okay. He will have some time, fortunately, if there's any problems for him to heal up, because Toppers will not play for at least, like you said, Gene, 10 days. So actually, no, I'm sorry, it's going to be longer than that. No, 10 days.
10 days.
10 days. Yes, that is correct. But good, solid win for the Toppers. Toppers going in to the playoffs on a high note, and we'll see about the Taos Tigers as well. If they can pull off their doubleheader, if they can pull off the sweep this weekend, they're 13-11. That'll move them to 15-11. I think they got a fair shot to get in the playoffs as well. And this is a solid team.
Yeah, it is.
This is a solid team. I was a little surprised how quick they were with the hook a couple of times on the mound.
Really?
Mike Cruz looked like he was doing just fine. He had a couple of breaks go against him, but other than that, he was pitching very, very well. And then Jalen Montano had a couple of errant throws that ended up costing him, but didn't throw poorly either, I didn't think. But in any event, we'll see how the Tigers fare. But good, solid win. Good, very, very good district season for Los Alamos. And we're going to go on, and we'll see exactly where the chips fall in the seating for the seating committee coming up on Sunday, and we'll keep you apprised. But good, solid victory, 6-3 win for Los Alamos up here in Taos.
Yeah, it really was. And so anyway, so for John McHale and for Nate Limbach, and especially for Carol Clark of the Daily Post, really a fantastic job of Carol Clark does with the Daily Post, and making all of this possible for us was just awesome. We were just kind of floundering, and then we thought, well, we're done. Our broadcast careers are over. But anyway, they came to the rescue, and so we really appreciate that. And then the helping out and sponsoring was the police department, the fire department. So we really do support. We really do appreciate the support of all of them, of their support of Los Alamos High School athletics. So Mike, this is going to do it. This is Gene Mortensen for Mike Mays, and we'll be back on the air probably in 10 days. Now, just keep your eye on the Daily Post, and it'll give you an idea of what the Daily Post will publish, what the schedule is going to be. So, but we'll be back on the air in about 10 days. We'll especially expect to be on with baseball. We'll see how the softball plays out. We'll cover as much of the state tournament as we can, and all coming to you courtesy of the Los Alamos Daily Post and Carol Clark. So have a great week, everybody. You can make an even better week. All you got to do is put a little love in your heart. Don't forget to hug that penguin. But the most important thing you can always do is just be excellent to each other. And sweetie pie, I love you, honey. Miss you. God, I miss you so much. So bye-bye, everybody.
Hi, I'm Daniel Roberts, the commander at Los Alamos Police Department. This year, the police department has joined the Be Visible campaign. As the weather warms up and people are going outside to exercise, walk, run, or some of the kids are riding their bikes, we're trying to join the Be Visible campaign, which is talking about safety equipment so people are more visible to oncoming traffic. Los Alamos Police Department is joining with a lot of other community members on giving out items such as reflective bands, bike stickers, reflective tape, shoelaces that are reflective so in low light it reflects off the headlights of cars. We remind people that are out and about to try to be visible, use flashlights, wear bright clothing, and do anything that's possible to bring their attention that somebody's outside on the side of the street. So we look forward to seeing anybody out there. We will be setting up various booths at organizations, and we have items to hand out. So be safe out there and try to be visible.
Hi, I'm Troy Hughes with Los Alamos Fire Department, reminding you that fall's upon us and winter's soon coming, so we'll start using our appliances more, like our furnace, our fireplaces. Make sure you get those appliances checked by a certified technician, especially the fireplaces. Make sure you've got a good chimney sweep, get that thing good and clean and ready to burn, and make sure you have a good working COD